Hi, today I'm going to show you how to make these paper pumpkins. The supplies you need are an orange piece of construction paper, and you'll have to cut them up in 8 pieces. A piece of black construction paper. I just cut one up. This is also optional. If you want, you can take one of these beaded sort of necklaces that you can get at the dollar store. They look like these. And then you just cut them up and use 2 balls. A hot glue gun. You don't need a hot glue gun. You can also use like Elmer's glue or tacky glue or any glue that would work. Like craft glue or something like that. And scissors. So the first thing you're gonna need to do is cut your orange piece of construction paper into 8 pieces. It's gonna create these little things on the pumpkin. So once you've done that, you're gonna fold them in half, like this. And you are gonna also need some sort of marking pen. Once you do that, you're just gonna mark a little circle in the middle where you're gonna fold it. So like that. And do this to all of your strips. If you have a good eye, just fold them, and if you can see the crease well enough, you don't need to make the dots. Okay, once you've done that with all your 8 strips, you're going to get your hot glue gun or Elmer's glue ready. You can also use this kind of glue, but I'm going to use a hot glue gun because it's a lot quicker to use. So you're going to take your first 2 strips and you're going to make them look like a T, and this is where the dots are going to help. So when you make them look like a T, center the dots up in the middle so it looks like a T or an arrow. Not an arrow, a cross. And then put the hot glue gun or Elmer's glue, whatever glue you're using, and just glue it on. Do this to all your strips. Make sure you put them on evenly because you don't want them looking all messed up. Okay, once you've done that, next is that you should have 4 T's, or whatever you want to call them. You should have 4 little crosses, and you're going to, with the dot side up, you're going to just put 2 of the crosses to the side and put 2 in front of you. And with the dot up, so you can see the dot facing down the other dot, but we're going to make it look like a star, and it should look like that. So put them in the center and try to center it with your eye, or just put the glue in the dot and make it look like a star. if you're using a hot glue gun, make sure you don't burn yourself. If you get the hot glue on yourself, you might panic. So just quickly brush over to the sink and put your finger or whatever you got the glue on in your hand in the water and just slip it right off. Now once you have your little star, you're gonna start making the pumpkin things on the side. So first you take your top coat, which is this one. You're not gonna take the bottom one, you're gonna take the one that's on the very top layer, and you're gonna glue it together like this. You can also use tape, but I don't have tape at this moment, so I'm just gonna use the glue. So you put the glue on the very tip of the paper and then glue it together, and you should have a little loop. Then you're going to do this with the second top one, and first you're going to put the glue here and then glue it on, and then put the other side over, some more glue on, and glue it on. Or if you're using tape, tape it on. You can also use a glue stick for this, but I think glue is better, or tape. Then you're going to do this with the remaining two strips. So put the glue in the middle and glue the sides on. The thinner the strips, the better. Once again, carefully you don't burn yourself. Now my pumpkin's looking a little bit weird, so I'm just going to try to fix it up as well as I can. If I were you, I would make your pumpkin strips thin. Mine were a little thick, and if they're thick, they might come out looking like this. So the next thing you're going to do is take your beads, your green little beads. I don't know what these are called, but you're just going to, this is what the scissors are for. You're going to cut 2 beads off like this. And then you just cut them off like that. And then you're going to put the glue right in the center. And this is why it's good for hot glue. This is why you might want to use a hot glue gun for this part. If that doesn't work good for you with tacky glue or regular Elmer's glue or craft glue like that, then cut them off and then glue them together. So once you do that, you're going to take the pumpkin that you have right now, and you're just going to put a drop of glue. I would prefer hot glue, and glue it on. This will create your stem. Now if you want to have a fun jack-o'-lantern look, you can take your black piece of paper, maybe cut it in half or cut a section off of it, and then you're going to fold it in half. And when you cut the eyes out, you'll have 2 eyes, perfectly matched. Then, this is optional. You can cut the 2 pieces together, or if you think it's not going to work very well and you just want to leave it together, you can. So then you're just going to cut out 2 triangles. 1, 2. Voila, 2 triangles. if you don't like the shape of your triangle, cut the bottom part off a little to make a smaller triangle. Then once you do that, you're going to glue your triangles on for the eyes. Next, we're going to make the mouth. This is, I think, the easiest part. You're just going to cut out a mouth. You can have a scary mouth or a happy mouth. And you should have your mouth. Then you're gonna glue on your mouth. Then voila, you're all done. This is your finished product. With the extra 2 remaining strips, you can make another pumpkin. I hope your craft turned out as well as mine did.